The second thing I want to tell you, we're going to win this election. I want to make sure everybody understand that we are not just running to be running. I'm running to win. And we actually have a path to win. I'm a firm believer. I've done in the military for 40 years. If you don't think you're going to win, you have already lost. I guarantee you. And this t-shirt I used to wear in the military, we played for keeps every day. So you never want to go out the gate thinking about you want to lose. So with that being said, yes, I'm Shawn Harris, Brigadier General Harris, retired. My last assignment was Israel. I used to work for the DEA, Defense Intelligence Agency. So that tells you I may know a little bit more about what's going on in the world than most. Especially Marjorie Taylor Greene. I just say that. Okay? That's not hard to do. You're right. Probably the most important thing to know about me is I've been married for 35 years. My wife Carla and I met at Tuskegee when we were just young kids and I had hair. We have 5 sons. 2 of our sons are actually in the military. So I have skin in the game if things go sideways in this thing called Ukraine and then moving on to Poland. So when I talk about that, or when we have different conversations about it, I'm speaking to you as a candidate, but I'm also speaking to you as a father. That I know that if we end up doing something with Russia, my 2 sons would have to go. That is skin in the game. The other thing I would tell you is, I just retired from the military this past summer. It was great, loved it. I didn't even realize I'd been in the military for 40 years. After 9/11, it was just go, 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 and go. I've been to the Middle East so many times that when I step off the plane, they say, "Hi, Shawn, welcome back." Right? But that skill set will help me when we get to Washington, D.C. Because it's not only about what we're going to bring back here to the district, and I'm going to talk about that, but it's also, as a congressman, we're also the leaders of the free world. So you have to have adults in the room. And right now, we don't have an adult in the room. Right now, I'm not sure what we have in the room, because she's in a civil war with the Republicans, and she's in a fight with us. I told you that, and because I don't want you to say that I went over my time, I'm going to touch it real quick. So, I told you why I'm running. I'm running because we're going to win. No ifs, ands, buts about it. How are we going to win? We are building an army to actually go against Marjorie Taylor Greene. That army consists of Democrats, independents, and yes, Republicans. In order to win this place, we have to pull some Republicans over. And because Marjorie Taylor Greene is so crazy, she is our greatest asset. Use it. That's a simple thing that you'll learn from the military. Use your greatest asset. If you track us on social media, I got more than 100,000 people following me. You will find out that Marjorie Taylor Greene does something great for me every day. Every day, she does something great. Stepping away from that, if you elect me, tell you what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to bring back to North Georgia or Northwest Georgia generational jobs. And what I mean by generational jobs, those jobs are jobs that when we talk about the defense industry, Huntsville, Alabama, I think we all know it. Huntsville, Alabama is just another little small town that basically has all of the defense industry and space industry all in the same place. In Huntsville, Alabama, you can have a GED or a PhD and everybody got a job. Why can't we have that here in this district? I have a connection inside of our military that I'll be able to work as a team player. What you'll hear from me, you'll hear where I talk about I am Team Georgia. I don't talk Team Blue, I don't talk Team Red, I am Team Georgia. You send me to Washington, D.C., I'm going to work directly with our 2 senators. I'm not going to fight our 2 senators, and I'm going to work with our 2 senators to bring things back. And on top of that, I'm going to work with whoever the governor is in Georgia and make sure that when we bring it back, it actually comes here to Northwest Georgia and not somewhere else. Because Martin Taylor Greene is in a fight with the Republicans here in the state. Even Kemp is saying, I'm not going to reward her with something. Just less than 2 weeks, Marjorie wrote in the Rome newspaper that she actually bought bridges and roads and all those kind of things. We called her out. We did that. She did a retraction and said, oh, I made a mistake. So we're going to stay on her. What do I need you to do for me? One, first thing, pray for me. I asked you to pray for me before I ever asked you to give me any money. And the reason why, this thing is going to get nasty. If you don't believe that, you should have never got into this fight. That's why you will never see me ever attack any Democrat. Because I don't want Marjorie Taylor Greene to use anything from a Democrat against a Democrat. I want to make sure that we're working together. Lesson learned. I got endorsement from Marcus. Just received it a couple weeks ago. I think you should know this. I went to Marcus and asked him, was he going to run for Congress again? Because yes, he did the best. And yes, he left money on the table because money came in too late and he couldn't spend it. He told me he was not going to run. Now he's running in a different district. If he would have ran, he would have had a general as one of his lead people out there trying to help him get elected. Because the fact of it is this, Marcus is the closest person ever. Ever. We shouldn't just poo-poo on that. We should learn from that, and then how can we build on it? I'm going to close out this way. The way I'm going to build on it is this. I'm going to every zip code. I'm talking to Democrats, Republicans, and independents. When I say I go to every zip code, I think everybody knows this may be my second or third time up here. We change buildings all the time, so I can't tell you if I've been here 3 times, 2 times, or whatever.
I think it's
3 times, okay. But I will say this. In order to win, I have to get, or we have to get every Democratic vote in the North. The Republicans did us a favor. They took Gordon County away from us and gave us a portion of Cobb County. The way you win this thing, regardless of who's doing it, we have to get every vote up here. You got to get people out, talk to your neighbors, the whole 9 yards. And then when we start coming through Florida County, Polk County, Paulding County, and Cobb, we got to run the numbers up. And that's how you beat Marjorie Taylor Greene. The last thing I'll say is this, and I think this is what makes me different from the other candidates. Because I was a general. When the Republicans read my background, they think they got a lock on the flag. Okay? They think they got a lock on the flag. But when they read my background, they say, I think I kind of like that guy. Right now, we have Republicans that are asking me, can I put a sign up in my pasture? Because the other piece that I have to my advantage, I'm actually a farmer. I raise cattle. I do it every day. On top of that, if you know anything about Georgia, the #1 industry in Georgia is agriculture. The #1 industry in this district is agriculture. Marjorie Taylor Greene does not support the farm bill. She does not care about the SNAP program. Hence, if you don't support the SNAP program, you can't support the farm bill, you can't support the farmers. So I have Republican farmers that are coming to me saying, Shawn, if you can get the farm bill passed, I'm voting for you, man. I'm still going to vote for Donald Trump. Okay? I want to make sure everybody, my name is not Jesus. I'm not going to convince them that much. Okay? I'm still going to vote for Donald Trump, but when we come to that second line, this is where we're at. We're going to look at Shawn Harris and Marjorie Taylor Greene. Either they're going to vote for Shawn, or they're going to skip Marjorie Taylor Greene's name. And when you do that math, that's how we get to that winning number. Because as we come to our